What up, YouTube Alex? Coming back at you with another StarCraft 2 cast. On the bottom left-hand side of the map, we have our red Zerg player Confused with the clan egg and has the spinning egg logo. I can't do this, man. This egg looks so realistic, it's almost triggering me. And on the top right-hand side of the map, we have our blue Terran player ALEXANDR. This is going to be a gold versus silver level matchup. ALEXANDR being our gold level player and Confuzed being our silver level player. Excuse me, I got shocked by what we are seeing right here. This looks like it is going to be a 14 or a 13 pool. I'm not actually sure when this came down, but we may be seeing some cheese from our red Zerg player here. And ALEXANDR being vigilant, throwing down the wall. There is never a reason to not wall, especially when you're playing a Terran, because you do have the supply depots that lower. It is a free wall. There is really no disadvantage to walling except for maybe getting some slower structures, but it could mean the difference between winning and losing the game. So if you are playing Terran, man, always wall off. It is the bread and butter of Terran players. They are the best race at turtling. You cannot change my mind because I am right. And man, we do see what is going to be a hatchery coming down, but we already have some Zerglings here, and they are spiky Zerglings. Look at this. They are so crazy looking. These are like the pit bulls of Zerglings, man. They are scary. Now, no hate on pit bulls, though, because every pit bull I've ever met has been a cuddly teddy bear. So this is going to be a poke at the front door, but unfortunately for Confused, he will be confused at seeing this wall right here. This is not enough Zerglings to take out these supply depots. They do get some scouting information, though. They do see that there is no early expansion for the Terran player, and does see that this is going to be a reactor being thrown down onto the barracks here. So they are getting some information, and I think they may be able to see this barracks here as well. But I guess forcing ALEXANDR to cancel the reactor, maybe he didn't want this to be scouted, or he wanted to train, more likely, a Marine to take care of this. So, but really he could have finished the reactor and then just kept repairing the supply depots and then pump out 2 Marines instead of just the 1. At that point, the reactor was just about halfway finished. He would have been totally fine. But I do understand why he wanted to do it, and ultimately getting 2 kills on that Marine, so it could have been a lot worse. Man, and I've been casting StarCraft all night after work, just recording some videos ahead of time, and I'm getting the StarCraft itch, dude. I haven't played it for a few days, and man, I might even post some of my own gameplay, but I'm kind of scared. Just because ladder anxiety is real, and talking and playing is another thing entirely. And then one of these days, I'm also really scared that Hearthstone or somebody will get a hold of one of my games and cast it just to make fun of me. Hearthstone is so good at roasting people. He would pick up my game and hurt my feelings, and you know what? I'm not sure I'm entirely prepared for that. That man could make grown men cry. His roasting is S tier. He is an S tier roaster. Not only an S tier StarCraft 2 player, but an S tier roaster. Man, that guy doesn't hold punches. Roasting is literally his language. Now, taking a look at Confused units, though, we do see what is going to be a Baneling nest on the way for the red Zerg player right here. He's not really establishing this base, so he does have the hatchery here, but it's almost serving more like a macro hatchery. He's really not pumping out workers. He's still quite a bit ahead in workers. It is 30 workers to 19, way in favor of the Zerg player, but we do see some Banelings morphing in right here. This may be a Baneling bust into the front door of the Terran player. This command center here is finishing up a bit late in my opinion, but just because Zerg went in for a more cheesy all-any type of build. If he survives this push, which I think he will, this is a decent amount of Banelings, though. They may be able to bust through this supply depot right here. I would move in with the Banelings first, because now the Banelings are stuck. And yeah, you just blew open the doors. You blew these doors wide open for the Terran player, but at the cost of your entire army. So that literally did nothing. Unfortunately for the Zerg player, it blew up 2 supply depots. Taking a look right here, it did not even supply block the Terran player. This command center is providing a lot of supply. And I understand Alexander's concern lowering this thing into the natural, but that is what I would do. First things first, I actually didn't notice this. I would morph both of these into an orbital command. Mules give you such an economic boost. There is no reason to not build an orbital command. So, just like I said, there's no reason to not wall as a Terran player. There's really no reason to not build an orbital command. And Alexander, listening to my words, able to hear me through time, building himself an orbital command right here. I'm glad you took my advice, Alexander. It was, you know, I appreciate you listening to me, pal. Anyway, Confuzed building a 3rd hatchery right here. We're not seeing a lot of tech outside of what is going to be Baneling Nest and a spawning pool. Taking a look at the workers right here, it is 38 workers to 21 in favor of our red Zerg player. So this is really anybody's game, man. And Confuzed is banking a ton of cash right now. 1,300 minerals, 800 gas. This is so many Zerglings that this guy could build. And does he have speed? Did he research speed? I can't tell. I actually, no, I think he did. Yeah, these things have wings. They do have speed. So, I could also actually look right here. Yes, sir, we do have speed. In fact, so these Zerglings kind of just chilling at the 3rd base location. Confuzed doing a good job at getting map control here. Taking a look at his vision, we see red dots all over the mini-map, so he knows exactly what's going on, except for what's going on in the natural base. Alexander paranoid. He's like, there's something out here, man. There's something, and I think he probably threw down that scan because now he's going to want to land this thing into the natural base sometime soon. Interesting burrow. You know, what I would do is burrow a Baneling right here and keep an eye on units moving out from the natural base and then just unburrow the Baneling. It's like a manual mine. Oh man, this is a lot of Banelings, but you're going to want to have some Zerglings behind these Banelings because Banelings only do damage once and then they disappear from existence. So, yeah, you may be able to do some damage, but ultimately you're not really going to be able to do any damage after you bust the front door open. And we have what is going to be 2 Widow Mines staggered. And actually, we have what is a Zergling right here burrowed in the natural base of the Terran player. Alexander does see this, but I think he's moving too slow. Misses it, does the stim, tries to catch his scan, but misses it. Does he have enough? He does have enough energy for one more scan, does free up that natural base location for himself. But taking a look at the mini-map right here, we see more red units coming in, and it is 3 base to what is effectively 1 base. These Marines may actually betray this command center. They are chilling right under where the command center wanted to land, but actually saving it by accident and losing both of the Widow Mines on the ramp, but destroying all those Banelings. This command center just witnessed horror, saw all the Marines die. It's like, do I really want to land right now? Is it safe? Is it a safe thing to do? But taking a look at the army supply, it's 8 army supply to 19. Both players banking quite a lot of minerals, but keep in mind, this is a gold versus silver level game. So, again, this really is anybody's game, but my money is kind of on Confuzed right now just because he's so far ahead in bases, and by so far ahead, it's 4 base to what is 1 base. This command center still floating this entire time. Alexander is traumatized, my guy. Has what is going to be an armory researching vehicle upgrades right now. Looks like Alexander going for his own form of mech right here, but really neither player macroing up too much. You have a lot of money, you can spend it. The more money you spend, the more units you have. And I know that sounds obvious, but when you're playing StarCraft 2 and maybe you're playing at the lower level because you're a new player, yeah, sometimes it's difficult to conceptualize what you should be doing in the moment. We have Baneling speed, we have Zergling speed. Giving these tanks some free shots though. Confused, acting a little bit confused, not sure if he should go up the ramp or not, and I would really suggest against it. The orbital command just sees, I think he saw that Zergling burrow and now he's mad. He's like, dude, come on, now I still can't land this. And where's he gonna try and land this thing now? Is he gonna try to land this in the third base location? It doesn't look like it. And there's really not a lot going on for Confuzed either. Still no tech, still no nothing, man. I do like the use of these Liberators, though, and the Siege tanks. Terran is effectively turtling himself. Dude, land this command center, please, bro. It's been floating for so long, and you know it's safe. You know it's safe. Alexander is also supply blocked. Is he building himself any supply depots right now? He's building a fusion core. There are 2 Liberators in the queue right now. There is no supply depot, my guy. Oh my god. Just land the command center. Land the command center. Add some supply to your existing supply depot already. He's still supply blocked. Oh my god. Okay, so he's been supply blocked for probably at least 30 seconds, and he is not changing this up at all. He's still trying to build this fusion core. You have so much money that you're going to be banking if you don't build a supply depot. Building another command center works. It does give you supply, but it's not as immediate as a supply depot. And being supply blocked for so long. I was going to say may actually lose you the game, but Confused just ran everything he had into the siege line of the Terran player. So Confused doing a great job at getting his economy up. Could work on his macro, but I really like that he's expanding still. Confused. I still can't get over this egg logo, man. I'm triggered and hungry at the same time. I don't really know if I'm actually disgusted or not. Just the look of that egg, you can, bro, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do that to you guys. I'm not gonna do that to you guys. I'm doing it to myself. I'm not gonna do it to you guys either. Man. Okay, we're finally not supply blocked, technically. Actually, we technically are. We're at 70 out of 70 supply. We see a supply depot here. Yeah, a couple supply depots queued up. Man, I don't know who's going to win this game. Oh, okay, well, now we have the Mutalisks, and I don't think there's a lot of anti-air right here. And by a lot, I don't think there's any anti-air outside of what is going to be 2 Marines, I think. These Mutalisks look so cool, man. And now these Mutas going in against the 1-base Terran. There is no way he wins right now. And I guess there actually is anti-air. There are Liberators, but this is too many Mutalisks to deal with, I think. And now the Mutas have free reign of the Terran base. Oh no, Alexander leaving, no GG. This command center has been floating the entire game. It did not land once, dude. It didn't land one time. Oh my god. Anyway, silver versus gold level game. Confused being our silver level player. Very cool. If you enjoyed what you saw, please consider shooting me a like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you want me to cast any of your own games, I will leave my email in the description below. You guys on the next one.